So in our last video, we titled it, "These Two Problems Are Quietly Hurting Clash of Clans." And my goodness, I did not expect the feedback that we got on that video. In reality, when I created the video, I was a little emotional because we had just lost a really good player and I was very disappointed about it. And I was also really concerned about a clan chat that is relatively inactive. I mean, we have some people that talk and the mass majority do not. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out like what it is that's causing this, because I remember about, 10 years ago, we used to spend so much time in the game talking to each other. And that was one of the fun parts about Clash of Clans. It's one of the reasons why I started making content in the first place. And so I looked at the comments to see what your feedback was, and I saw 5 repetitive topics. And we're going to discuss those in this video today. What's going on, my friends from Clash of Clans? My name is Joe, and this video is not intended to be a complaint fest. This is more of feedback from you guys to the Clash of Clans developer team. Now, whether they watch this video or not, or do anything about it, that's up to them, it's their game at the end of the day, and we're just trying to hope that they will hear us and make the improvements that make our gameplay experience a lot more interactive and fun. So the number one topic that populated over and over and over again was recruitment is broken and clan life feels dead. This was the loudest theme out of all of the comments of the last video. Clan leaders and longtime players saying that they can't bring in new members, and even full clans feels like 50 names, 10 active, and nobody talks. A lot of people are saying they had to run multiple accounts just to keep clan war leagues, clan capital, clan games, and donations alive. Now, speaking from experience here, I will say that that is a road to burnout. Hands down, no doubt. Playing one account today in 2026 is a little bit more challenging than it used to be. There's so many things going on each week that I feel like I have to dedicate more time to one account than playing multiple accounts. Plus, speaking from my own experiences in life, I have a bunch of other stuff that I play as well. I have 23 consoles back there and over 100 games, and I play other games outside of Clash of Clans. So spending all of my time trying to keep a clan alive and active sounds more like a full-time job and less fun, right? And that's not necessarily fair to you guys. And I understand some of you are probably going to say, well, then, if it's so hard, just join another clan. You have to understand that when somebody creates a clan and it starts growing and they put a bunch of work into it, get some levels on it, like Paradox is a level 30 clan, it's really hard to walk away from that. You have emotional ties to that clan, that name, that brand, and to just give it all up and go to another clan to keep playing is really hard for some people. It's not necessarily just as simple as bouncing around to all these other different clans. So I understand the logic behind doing all of that, but you also have to understand that it does come at a major price to you as a person and as a player. So when we look at some of the possible fixing ideas from players, I know that some of you guys were asking for a recruitment tab inside the chat. Like, obviously we have a clan chat, there's no longer a global chat, so they're looking for like an additional tab that is players, people to look for that are actively looking for a clan. And what I mean by that is that instead of just having this option on your profile that says clan invites and clan wars, you could also have another tab or an option here that says looking for a clan. Now, this is kind of a little sketchy because if I have a player in my own clan and I notice he's looking for a clan, I'm going to want to know why, but that's besides the point. In reality, people are seeking an option to look for other players. And this looking for clan notice for players could say what town hall level they are, what trophy range, their war preferences, their clan war league preference, raid weekend activity. Are they active in raid weekend each week? The language that they speak, the region that they're located, because that seems to be important to some of you guys. And then also, most importantly, their online activity. Are they active? And that's one of the hardest things when it comes to this game, is that sure, it's a village, it's an account, but is the player active daily? Or are they logging in every 3 days? It's really kind of not beneficial to some of your clans. So that was one of the things that people were requesting. And then also, right now, leaders are basically inviting random players blindly, and most of them are either inactive, they already have a clan that they don't want to leave, so you're sending out a bunch of requests and not getting any responses, and that's really difficult for leaders, and it's kind of hard for someone to maintain over a long period of time before you just essentially give up. You're just like, what's the point, right? So our next topic that was populating in the comments always comes back to the same term: global chat. Oh my gosh. Oh man, here we go. So global chat's removal is viewed as the moment the social aspect in the game died. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this one. And what I mean by that is when global chat was removed in 2019, I kind of celebrated it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's mainly because I just saw it as a toxic cesspool of whatever. Like, I didn't find it very valuable at the time, but that's also, remember, the mindset change. I had already been on Discord at this point, and I had already built a large group of people in multiple clans, so I didn't really see the value of global chat because I had already built my community. So my thought process really was unjustified and had no business in the conversation, to be honest with you. Tons of people are directly linking the dead chat and the recruiting pain to global chat being removed in 2019. Many are explicitly asking to bring it back, but with moderation requirements and a safer version. So a lot of you guys that commented in the last video will identify that the last version of global chat was toxic. It did have a lot of ridiculous stuff, but it was really, really funny at times. However, you know, you identify that it was potentially unsafe for most people that were using it, right? So a lot of you guys commented that in order to bring global chat back, it should return with requirements like experience points or town hall level gating, meaning not everybody can just download the game and get into global chat and say whatever they felt like. You had to have some experience points in the game or contributions to global chat that allowed you to speak there freely. Moderation and more moderators. Okay. This one's hard, okay? And what I mean by that is I have a Discord server. I think there's like 30,000 people in it. It's not as active as it once was, but back in the heyday when we were actually growing on YouTube and people were joining our Discord server, it was difficult. My moderators were working overtime because not everybody joins a social environment with the best intentions. Sometimes you're just bored and you're safe behind your screen. You can say whatever you feel like, whenever you feel like it, and there are no repercussions. So not everybody joining into a community server or chat has the best of intentions, and there has to be somebody there to moderate it. Now, whether that moderator is fair or not is another story, but it is very difficult, and that does require resources, a lot of resources, because Supercell would essentially have to pay people to moderate a chat, and that might not be something that they can do. I mean, I don't know. I don't work for Supercell. I have met the team. They are a relatively small development team, and I don't really know the ins and outs of their business doings. However, I do know that it does cost money to pay somebody to do a job as important as moderating, and that might not be as easy to do. But again, I don't know. They might be able to do it. Who knows? And I do feel like that would be a really good fix. And then also when it comes to the possibility of bringing back global chat, a reporting system and timeouts, just like we have on Discord or on a Twitch stream, you know, being able to do that would also be important for the safety of other users in global chat. So those two topics do go hand in hand. Recruitment and global chat, they are one and the same, because in reality, if you're able to go to a chat that's outside of your clan and speak to people, you're more likely going to be able to recruit them to your clan. But without that aspect, it leads us into our next topic that populated over and over, and that was clan notice board is useless and broken. A lot of clan leaders are saying it's basically shouting into a void. No one joins, can't see your own post. It isn't placed where people actually look. It generates join/leave spam and doesn't lead to real members. Now, I'm going to tell you that yes, it is challenging to find. You got to go into clans and you got to go to the notice board. Here's the fact of the matter, and I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for you. You do things how you do them. I am lazy. I don't want to search for stuff. I want to be able to find things very easily, and when I cannot find them, I quit looking very fast. It's just the nature of the beast when it comes to stuff like this. And notice board, I made a mistake about 6 months ago. So I created a notice board. It was set to invite only, but for some reason, people were still able to join, and our chat flooded with joins and leaves really fast, and my clan leadership freaked out. Like, I actually thought I broke the game, to be honest. Like, it was really, really bad. And I eventually had to remove the post entirely because it just did not stop, and nobody actually stayed. People were joining the clan. I'm not even sure what they were looking for. Like, were they just looking at our clan description, like our war log? I have no idea, and they would immediately leave right afterwards. So it was a very interesting situation. So when I read in the comments that it generates a join/leave spam, I know exactly what you're talking about, made that mistake, and will never do it again. So some of the repair ideas for the community tab itself, or the notice board, was put notice board inside of the chat window, like where global used to be. And leaders want to be able to track it. They want to see the analytical side on the back side of it, meaning if you post a notice, they want to know whether it's been engaged with, or is there something wrong with their clan? You know, and I understand that. Whether that's something that Clash of Clans is willing to do because of privacy reasons or something, I don't know. But it is an interesting request, and I do feel like it could be very useful, because as a clan leader myself, I would like to know whether people are actually interested in joining my clan, or are we just not the right type of clan, whatever the case may be. Let players apply with a quick profile. So an application process, this sounds very familiar. In order to join our clan, Clan Paradox, you need to be on our Discord server. I know. Hear me out. You have to be in our Discord server. You have to post an application to join our clan. It's not as simple as requesting here and we're going to accept you. Sometimes we will, depending on your village and your stats, like your war stars and stuff, they will accept you, but then you still need to join Discord. And this is something that a lot of you guys do not understand and you do not believe in. And I get it. Everything should be in the game. We should not have to play the game and then go to a Discord server in order to talk strategy, share links, share whatever, which leads us into our next repetitive topic. Chat system itself feels outdated. I mentioned it in the last video, and I'm really trying not to beat a dead horse here, because this is something that we're going to talk about again for the second time in 2 videos. Even people who don't care about global are saying that the chat experience needs a rework. Character limits, no formatting, no editing typos. That's me. I make mistakes all the time. Can't share links, videos replays cleanly. And there's a reason behind that. People want to share attack strategy videos. I mean, sure, you can go into the game, into the community tab. Where's that at? I got to go search for it. I don't even think that's it. Is it over here? I don't, oh my gosh. Where's the videos at? Oh, it's labeled as esports. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Creators. Maybe these videos here don't apply to what you're looking for. But people want to be able to share an attack strategy video inside of their clan chat, and you're unable to do it. Why is that not closing? It's not closing. Oh my God. Needs tabs, threads. Friendly challenges need to be separated from the normal chat. Same applies to join leave logs, because this chat gets bogged down if it's active. If it's active. It's not very clean. You see everything. It's just all piled into one place, and a lot of people out there don't like it. Requests for voice chat, voice messages, emojis, GIFs, bigger font, dark mode. All right. I've seen this one many times in the past when it comes to voice chat and voice messages. I highly doubt that Clash of Clans would add that to the game. I mean, I highly doubt it. It's just it's a security thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an adult, and I don't really feel comfortable talking to somebody that's old enough to be my kid. You know what I mean? Like, I'll talk to my nephew. That's because he's my nephew. I will not jump on voice with somebody that's super young. It's just, there's reasons behind it, and I don't feel comfortable, so I highly doubt that they're going to do voice chat or voice messages, but it is requested. That's something that you guys really want, or some of you do, and we'll include it in the video, but no promises, obviously. Which also reminds me, I'm circling back around to the links thing, and coincidentally, I just got a text message for a scam, and then I instantly reminded myself that's why they don't allow links in Clash of Clans. So again, that might be another thing that more than likely will never make it into the game, simply because of the possibility of people getting scammed. Just keep that in mind. Which leads us into our final secondary frustrations that showed up repeatedly. Let's see here. We have a long list. We have hero upgrades. This one's not new. Hero upgrades can't war while upgrading. People quit or disappear. Understandable, and I don't know if they'll ever change that, because I think it's a monetization thing, but I'll leave that one alone. The next one is ore equipment bottleneck. Returning players especially. Meta changes as soon as you max out. Ranked mode feels like a chore. Demotion system, game is becoming a job. I saw that one said multiple times, which reminds me of something that was mentioned by one of my leaders on Discord, and I might read that for you here in a moment. And then new league icons. Surprisingly common was hurting my eyes, and it was childish looking. A lot of people do not like the new league badges. I get it, you know, they're definitely different from what the game had before, but yeah, I don't know what the motivation was behind changing these icons. Maybe it was just going for a fresh look or something, but I know that I saw a lot of comments that said that people do not like them at all. So I want to read this last message from Discord and kind of include it because it goes hand in hand with that last section of complaints from you guys in the comments. It's from one of my clan leaders. This guy's been around for probably 5-6 years at this point, and he has a very interesting perspective, or at least what he's feeling when it comes to playing Clash of Clans. And granted, he still plays. He's still very active. But he says, I think the main issue for me is the game is no longer made to be fun. Everything is a chore. I feel like a hamster in a hamster wheel, just constantly spinning and not going anywhere. It was bad enough to be left behind by just the town hall every year or 2 years, how it used to be, because they add more stuff to it, but now it's equipment, temporary defenses, supercharging defenses, your league every few days, gold pass, event pass, star bonus every day, clan war, clan games, clan war leagues every month, raid weekend. Having all of this all the time with no breaks burns you out very quickly. I have a unique perspective on this, as I am an MMO player playing Final Fantasy a lot. I'm not immune to grinds or doing daily, weekly quests. I enjoy those even, but I never feel obligated to do it because I won't be left behind for potentially years if I don't. The only reason I'm still playing is because the things to help any clan are easy enough to do, but the game itself is not good enough to play regardless. Okay, so I'm including this mainly because I understand and I have felt a lot of these things myself. And now add content creation to that as well. Now, I don't want you to take this video as me complaining or passing shade on the game, because I genuinely love Clash of Clans. It's one of the reasons why I cannot stop making content no matter how burnt out I become with the game. You know, I feel like Clash has a great development team that does tend to listen to its users, and they do try to make improvements in the game that's beneficial for everybody, not just the competitive players and not just the casual players. They really do try. But if they don't know that these are problems, then it's really hard for them to fix them. So that's why I'm making this video, because I am appreciative of everything we've been able to do in my real life, my home, my video game collection and everything, because of playing Clash of Clans. You know what I mean? But as of right now, I feel like new content in Clash of Clans is unnecessary, and it's really, really important that Clash kind of focuses in on that social aspect and makes those repairs. That way it makes the game fun again for everybody.